The 1972 movie Sisters, directed by Brian De Palma, featured a cast that was carefully selected to bring the story to life. Margot Kidder was chosen for the dual role of Danielle, and Dominique because of her ability to convey both innocence and mystery. Her screen test showed a range of emotions that was essential for the complex characters. Jennifer Salt, who played the reporter Grace Collier, was cast for her strong screen presence and ability to hold her own against Kidder's powerful performance. The chemistry between Kidder and Salt was evident during their screen tests, which convinced the director they could carry the film's central relationship. William Finley was selected for the role of Emil Breton due to his previous collaborations with De Palma, which assured the director of his commitment and understanding of the film's dark themes. Charles Durning, who played the private detective Joseph Larch, brought a sense of authenticity and experience to the role, making him a natural fit. The casting process was a mix of auditions, chemistry tests, and the director's intuition, resulting in a cast that embodied the film's suspenseful and thrilling atmosphere. In the 1972 movie Sisters, the director Brian De Palma brought the story to life by using his unique approach that blends suspense with visual storytelling. He was influenced by the works of Alfred Hitchcock and used similar techniques of suspense and surprise. De Palma's style often includes split screens and unusual camera angles to create a sense of tension and drama. He worked closely with the cast and crew to achieve his vision, guiding the actors through their performances and collaborating with the cinematographer to design the film's distinct visual style. The result is a thriller that keeps viewers engaged and guessing until the very end. Today, we're diving into the 1972 movie Sisters, a thrilling tale that will take you on a roller coaster of emotions. This film has it all: moments that will make you laugh, scenes that will shock you, and parts that might just bring a tear to your eye. As we explore this movie, I'll share some interesting facts that are sure to keep you hooked. Now, talking about favorites, it's hard to pick just one role that stands out because each character brings something special to the story. But if I had to choose, the role of Danielle was truly memorable. She brought a mix of mystery and charm that was key to the movie's suspense. As for a personal memory, I remember the first time I watched Sisters. It was a shared experience with friends, and the twists in the plot left us all guessing until the very end. It's a memory that always comes back when I think of this movie. What about you? Do you have a memory or experience tied to Sisters that you hold dear? We'd love to hear your stories and memories, so please share them in the comments below. Your experiences add to the rich tapestry of this movie's history. Let's reminisce together. The 1972 movie Sisters was directed by Brian De Palma and is known for its creative set design and filming techniques. The production team faced challenges like limited budget and tight schedules. They filmed in various locations, including Staten Island and New York City, to give an authentic feel to the story. The set design was simple yet effective, using lighting and camera angles to create a sense of suspense and drama. One innovative technique used was the split screen effect, which allowed the audience to see two different perspectives at the same time, adding to the tension and storytelling. This was a new approach at the time and helped set the movie apart from others. The team also had to be very organized to move from one location to another and manage the scenes that required special effects, making sure everything was ready and in place for the shooting days. Despite these challenges, the movie was successfully completed and released, showcasing the hard work and creativity of the production team. Brian De Palma's film Sisters presents a gripping tale that begins with striking visuals and leads to a suspenseful conclusion. The story unfolds around Margot Kidder's portrayal of separated conjoined twins, one of whom is troubled. The film takes a turn when a murder occurs, witnessed by Jennifer Salt's character, a local reporter. Despite her efforts to uncover the truth, she faces disbelief and danger. The film pays homage to Hitchcock through its suspenseful narrative and Bernard Herrmann's haunting score. The editing, notably featuring split screens, adds to the film's intense atmosphere. Charles Durning delivers a solid performance, contrasting with some less convincing moments from other cast members. The film's climax leaves viewers pondering, capping off a journey filled with unexpected twists and chilling moments. It's a bold piece from the 1970s that showcases De Palma's early storytelling skills, leaving a lasting impression with its unique blend of horror and mystery. The film Sisters, released in 1972, uses its music to support the story and the feelings it aims to convey. The score, crafted by Bernard Herrmann, is known for its ability to build suspense and enhance the dramatic moments. Herman, who also worked on famous films like Psycho, was skilled at creating music that fits the mood of a scene perfectly. His work on Sisters was no different. The soundtrack plays a crucial role in guiding the audience through the film's twists and turns, often acting as an unseen character that adds depth to the visual experience. The musicians and composers worked closely to align the music with the director's vision, ensuring that every note played contributes to the overall atmosphere of the film. In a unique approach to music selection, Brian De Palma presented an early version of his film with a soundtrack borrowed from the works of Bernard Herrmann, the very composer he hoped to recruit. This bold move caught Herrmann's attention despite his initial reluctance. Meanwhile, Margot Kidder and Jennifer Salt, who shared a home while pursuing their acting careers, found a surprise under their Christmas tree one-year scripts for this film, a personal gift from De Palma. The film itself nods to the suspenseful style of Alfred Hitchcock, with scenes reminiscent of his classics. Herrmann, who had previously collaborated with Hitchcock, composed the score, adding a layer of connection between the two filmmakers. The 1972 movie Sisters, directed by Brian De Palma, is known for its suspenseful and thrilling scenes. One of the most striking scenes is the murder witnessed by the neighbor across the building, which is shot from her perspective. This scene is powerful because it makes the audience feel like they are part of the action. The split-screen technique used here allows viewers to see the reaction of the witness and the crime simultaneously, increasing the tension. The actors' performances, especially Margot Kidder as the troubled twin sisters, bring a sense of reality and fear to the scene. The use of light and shadow in the cinematography adds to the eerie atmosphere, making the audience feel the danger. Comments from the filmmakers reveal that they wanted to create a scene that was not only scary, but also made people think about what they would do if they were in that situation. The impact of this scene is strong. It stays with viewers long after the movie ends, making them question the reality of what they see and the reliability of their own perceptions. In a particular scene, the character Grace is seen using binoculars for the first time. Interestingly, on the table, there is an issue of Bizarre magazine, which is a subtle nod to a similar detail in Hitchcock's classic film Rear Window. Brian De Palma, the director, faced skepticism from the producer regarding a scene where a character is hidden in a sofa bed. To prove it possible, De Palma filmed the sequence in a single take, successfully demonstrating the feat. When the film reached audiences in the United Kingdom, it was presented under a different name, Blood Sisters, and shared the screen with another movie, The Beast Must Die, from 1974. The 1972 movie Sisters had a significant effect on audiences and popular culture. It was one of the early films to explore themes of identity, privacy, and the human psyche. The movie's approach to these topics made people think deeply about the nature of individuality and the mysteries of the mind. Its style also influenced other filmmakers, leading to new ways of storytelling in horror and thriller genres. The film sparked conversations about mental health and twin dynamics, which were less talked about at the time. Its portrayal of women in lead roles was notable during a period when female characters were often sidelined. Sisters helped pave the way for future films that put women at the forefront of complex, thought-provoking narratives. In a notable scene, viewers are taken on a journey across the water, where the emerging twin towers stand tall, one still under construction with a crane at its peak. This visual serves as a timestamp of New York's skyline during that era. The film also pays homage to classic horror with a dream sequence that echoes the eerie style of Rosemary's Baby, a film greatly admired by the director. Additionally, a subtle nod to real-life events is present in the background of a magazine office scene where a poster displays a significant cover of Life magazine featuring a story about recently separated Italian twins, adding a layer of depth to the narrative. The 1972 movie Sisters was directed by Brian De Palma and received positive reviews for its suspenseful plot and the performance of the lead actress Margot Kidder. Critics praised the film's ability to keep audiences guessing and the effective use of horror elements. The movie did not win major awards, but was recognized as a significant work in the thriller genre. For those involved, such recognition affirmed their skills and the film's success in creating a memorable and thrilling experience. It also helped to elevate their status in the film industry and open doors for future projects. In crafting a unique visual style for the film, the director chose to shoot the dream sequences on 16mm film, contrasting the rest of the movie's 35mm format. This choice added a raw, textured look to these parts, setting them apart from the clearer, more polished scenes. The film's significance is highlighted by its inclusion in the esteemed Criterion Collection, where it holds the position number 89, marking its importance in cinema history. The music, composed by Bernard Herrmann, played a pivotal role in the film's storytelling, adding depth and tension to the narrative. Brian De Palma, the director, praised Herrmann's work, acknowledging the composer's challenging personality, but also his undeniable expertise in film scoring. Herrmann's music is seen as a vital element that greatly enhanced the film's atmosphere. During the filming of Sisters in 1972, the director, Brian De Palma, was known for his unique methods to get the best performances from his actors. Margot Kidder, who played the dual role of twins, often stayed in character even when the cameras were off, leading to some confusion and humorous moments on set. The crew worked closely together, creating a family-like atmosphere. They faced challenges such as tight budgets and limited technology, which meant finding creative solutions like using innovative camera angles and practical effects to tell the story. The cast and crew's dedication resulted in a film that still captures audiences' attention today. In a clinic led by Dr. Milius, a pair of conjoined sisters undergo a life-changing surgery to live independently. This character is a tribute to the filmmaker's friend, John Milius. The film's unique visual style includes a split-screen technique, which allows viewers to see two different scenes at once, creating a thoughtful experience. Brian De Palma, the director, admits the origin of this idea is unclear to him, but appreciates the depth it adds to storytelling. The backdrop for this story is Staten Island, New York, where the filming took place, adding authenticity to the narrative. The 1972 movie Sisters had a significant role in shaping modern horror films. Directed by Brian De Palma, it set a new standard for the genre with its unique style and suspenseful storytelling. The film's approach to visual storytelling, with split screens and unexpected twists, influenced many directors. It also opened doors for more psychological horror films that focus on character development and complex stories. Sisters inspired other movies that explore similar themes of identity and perception, showing how one film can lead to new ideas and creative directions in cinema. In a unique casting choice, actress Jennifer Salt shared the screen with her real-life mother, Mary Davenport, playing a mother-daughter duo. This film also paid homage to classic cinema, with a particular scene of Jennifer Salt approaching the experimental hospital being a direct nod to a similar moment in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Interestingly, the initial plans for the film had a different direction, with producer Ray Stark envisioning it as a starring project for Raquel Welch. In a tight production schedule, the crew completed filming in just 8 weeks after dedicating a full month to rehearsals. The budget constraints were evident, as the director's vision of casting well-known actors could not be realized due to the limited funds of $500,000. Despite these financial limitations, the film featured a 1972 Ford Limited Coupe, adding a touch of authenticity to the period setting. The director's initial wish to cast Sidney Poitier and Marlo Thomas in the leading roles remained unfulfilled, showcasing the challenges faced during the making of this film. In crafting a unique scene, director Brian De Palma initially included a complex camera movement that followed characters through an apartment, emphasizing a growing blood stain. However, technical limitations forced him to discard this ambitious shot in favor of more traditional filming techniques. The film also nods to popular culture, opening with a segment reminiscent of the hidden camera antics scene in the Candid Camera Show. Additionally, actors Charles Durning and William Finley, who collaborated on this project, reunited for another suspenseful film by De Palma titled The Fury, released 6 years later. In her acting career, Jennifer Salt holds the portrayal of Grace Collier in high regard, considering it her standout performance. Charles Durning and Dolph Sweet both brought to life the character of Police Chief Gil McGowan on the show Another World, with Durning playing the role in 1972, and Sweet continuing from 1972 to 1977. Brian De Palma, the director, initially known for his comedic work, shifted his focus to thrillers with this film. Despite being labeled as imitating Alfred Hitchcock due to similarities with classics like Psycho, Rope, and Rear Window, this film marked De Palma's first foray into the thriller genre, a path he predominantly followed thereafter, moving away from his earlier comedic style. In a small bakery, a character played by Olympia Dukakis serves customers, among them someone who buys a birthday cake. This everyday scene is part of a larger story that also includes a surgeon, whose appearance is based on the director's own father. This connection adds a personal touch to the film, reflecting the director's background and perhaps his views on medicine and family. The surgeon's role is critical, as it ties into the film's deeper themes of identity and duality. In the early 1970s, a film was released that left audiences both disturbed and fascinated. It centered around the story of conjoined twins who were surgically separated. The shocking element comes from the real-life inspiration behind the film. The script grew from a case of Soviet conjoined twins who faced a tragic fate, despite the hope that surgery would give them independent lives. One of the twins passed away during the procedure, a sad outcome that casts a shadow over the film's narrative. This event underscores the risks and ethical dilemmas associated with such medical interventions, reflecting the darker aspects of the pursuit of individuality and autonomy. The 1972 film Sisters left a lasting impression on many viewers. If you watch this movie, how did it touch your life or change the way you see movies? Your stories can inspire others, so please share them. If you enjoy talking about classic films and discovering new ones, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more discussions. Your participation helps build a community where everyone can express their love for cinema and its powerful stories. Let's keep the conversation going and connect through our shared experiences with Sisters.